Hello and welcome back to Geek Feng Shui. I don't know why my camera's so bright. It's not that bright in this room, I promise you. It might just be a thing with OBS Studio, but I'll let it go for now. We're going to do our cup of Feng Shui with Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I did a little bit of Rogue yesterday. I'm sober and I haven't been drinking, I promise. As one pointed out in the comments, Rogue and Unity were released on the same day, which was kind of sad because people focus on Unity and not Rogue, and it looks to be a promising game. I have a bunch of the Assassin's Creed games. I came in late to the franchise. When I came in, I was playing Odyssey. I played it through several times, all the difficulties. And let me do self-connect to restart. Then I went to Valhalla, and then what amused me about the two games is that you could play female or male, and I had a lot of people in an uproar. And because the main protagonist of the series is male, but in games today, you really need to offer both male or female to open it up to a wider audience. Good, bad, or indifferent as to how you might feel about that as someone who's been involved in the entire franchise. They call it canon in the writing world. Not to be confused with the ships that cannonballs. But I like the ability to play either one. I played both. The twist is if you're the female, the villain is the male, which makes sense. Why not? But I played Tomb Raider, and my wife claimed it was because it was a female designed by male engineers. So you hardly ever see her directly enough to notice that, according to me. Anyway, my books can be found at sellersjr.com. Shout out as usual, our friends at Kieta Good Brewing here in Casson. They're not paying me in any way, shape, or form, or reimbursing me for bringing them up because my wife and I spent enough time down there with our pets and my daughter. And not my daughter's not a pet, but my daughter would bring the pets down there. And yeah, it's a great place up in the cities in Golden Valley. There's Under Pressure because they have a medieval theme, and they're family friendly and pet friendly. You can bring your pets in there because they don't serve food, and you're surrounded by a gazillion food places. So in Chaotic, they have food trucks, the pizza, and they have options. You can bring your own food. They just can't cook it or code stuff. But anyway. I have been having a ton of fun with Diablo 4, particularly hardcore. I figure if I'm a true geek, I wouldn't try Care Bear. The term Care Bear, it was coined back in Diablo 2, where you have the ability to die and die and die again. World of Warcraft had that as well. They didn't have the hardcore. With hardcore, you die once. If you lose a character that's level 15 or 20 or 30, it's not a big deal. Wait till you lose a character that's 70 or 80 or even 90. I've done it. It's not fun. Lag is not your friend. If you start seeing lag in a game, you might want to consider playing differently. On a weekend, in particular, it can be bad. I don't know if they mix hardcore and Care Bear on the same servers. So I saw a level 6 character going by somewhere that I thought, not even I would be in level 6 there. But who am I to say? And you see my videos where I've killed off my druid, an old rogue, and my Other rogue. You just go into a bad decision and you can't get out of it. You gotta learn to be Kenny Rogers. Know when to hold him, know when to fold him, know when to walk away, and know when to run and teleport. Or take the entrance to a tomb that you've just came out of. Because when you go from 4 pots to 0, the word screwed comes to mind. I started this channel to show off my library, and it gives me something to do while I'm playing. That's an excuse, and I'm sticking to it.
So if you see any about, send them my way.
So you see a lot of different games that I start, and I do come back to them on occasion. Oh, this is interesting. Lunar pads. They're only 100. And I'm done with the armor. I think I'm going to wait for the different weapons. How this works, when you collect these in the store, you might be something you can buy from the store, or you can use these tokens, the opals.
One man's death can be. I do it myself, but I must take my leave. Go with your.
Let's go check out where we're going today. Duke of Burgundy. I don't think we've been to this one in a while. You can do the dailies in other areas like Ireland and other places, but I typically do them just for the fun of being quick in and out. It's a karma thing. Now, going back to the hardcore discussion, I've already seen a bunch of people have played 60 hours and got one character up to 85 in Care Bear. And say, oh, there's nothing left to do, it's poorly designed, blah, blah, blah. And I said, okay, let's see you do that in the hardcore. Let's see you do 10 characters hardcore like I am. We're going to talk about it. And you ain't going to do it. Because you can't. And double dog dare ya. That's the first time I've seen him coming from a distance. That's kind of cool. That looks like a boss coming. Oh, it's my mount. I think these guys are going up by a little castle up here. If you have not seen the Assassin's Creed movie, I highly suggest it. I think it's on Hulu, Netflix, one of the two. Great music score. They have a world record leap by an unprotected, or I want to say protected, but an unsecured person, because it was with the, oh, I know what these guys are. I have to ride through here because they're out in the woods protecting this little fort. But yeah, he from 350 feet. It's the leap of faith. In the movie, he's falling through a building. But if you get the director's cut, you can see them practicing going up to different levels.
I must be careful now.
I was worried I didn't have to do the because I assassinated him. Make sure that's the guy.
Sonnen, guide me.
Yeah, that's weird. So we're going next. The other interesting thing about Rogue is you're not an assassin, you're actually a Templar, I believe. So it kind of drew me to it as an interesting twist. Is I happen to be a Freemason, which theoretically came from Templars and the past masters. So there you go. People say, doesn't it bother you that they have the Templars as the bad guys? I said, no. Everybody has a dark side. Religion had inquisitors. Back in the Dark Ages, it was called the Dark Ages for a reason. So we're coming in yet a different way to this fort. Fort per se, but you would think if there was a body in the ground there, you wouldn't want to be out in the open.
My thanks, friend.
Let the big guy sit there and come on and go, what happened to all my people? My peeps. And that is that for the dailies. At some point I'll come back and pick up on my character I started for the channel. But I'm going to spend some time on Diablo 4. Now that I have a rotation of all 10 characters. Diablo 4 isn't for everybody. It's a different playstyle. I have a coworker that spent far longer than I did playing WoW, and I spent over 10 years. And he won't do a Diablo style game. He says he doesn't like the point, click to move. And I said, with a controller, it's not that way. It's no different than Assassin's Creed. But alas, he doesn't play that either. Each their own. And that is that. So check out Chaotic Good Brewing if you're in the Cass and Rochester, Owatonna area. If you're from Golden Valley, check out Under Pressure. And with that, I'm going to give you the end of the video, and have a good one. Don't forget to subscribe.